Hi, it's me again, Vincent. Now you have seen me. For those of you who have seen the last episode, the first one, um, I clicked away the tutorial and then sort of got mixed up in, well, not knowing how to play the game. But I fixed that, so there's our chief of staff again, and we can start playing now. So, we got elected. We are still playing Democracy 3, for those of you who are starting now, and we're still playing it by the rules set up by Colin Crouch. So, we're gonna try and not get the post-democracy idea, and we're gonna, what are we gonna do? So we're gonna have a really local, no globalization, we're not gonna talk to capitalists, and we're gonna be radically different. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. So, hopefully you can change things for the better and get re-elected after your term is up. Press the button in the window below, marked Begin Term of Office to start governing. Okay, let's go! So, current state of your country. It may look complex, which it is, but all different components work in very similar ways. Yes, click the next button. Groups of voters. So you see we have a whole lot of voters. Wait, light gray area behind the text shows the percent of our electorate that is in each of these. Individual voters can be members of many different voter groups at once. Yes, okay. All of the voter groups are turned. You will never get all of these voter groups to entirely approve with you. Okay, that seems fair. So you can both be a socialist, and a commuter, and religious, and an environmentalist, and poor. Which sounds like most of people at art school. Yeah, go with it. Which is where I go to school, by the way. Socialists, commuters, religious. Wait, people at Ritz are not religious, they're atheists as fuck. Environmentalist, poor, well, whatever. So, these are all my people. Okay, and then the gray bar is how many voters? Whatever. White icons are policies. You start the game with already some implemented, but most can be cancelled and more can be added. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. Making policies. Maybe you guys can't see this, but I can, peek behind the blue veil here. These ones are all economy based. These ones are about taxes. These ones are, oh my god, public service. The law and order, which is why there's a gun there. Then this is transport. This is foreign policy. So we're not gonna do this because rule number 1, Colin Crouch. No, rule number 2, Colin, whatever. Rule, Colin Crouch. No globalization. And this is, I'm sorry, I keep interrupting myself. Welfare. Okay, so policies. White ones are policies. You guys remember that. Blue, statistical data relevant to your country. So they can stern abstract concepts such as GDP, gross domestic product. Now that is something everyone should have a look at, because nobody really understands what GDP is. But this game does, so let's have a go at it. Data, political decisions. Yeah, okay, so blue ones are data. Red or greens, but I only have reds, are ongoing events. And I only have bad events in my country. So, okay. And then, oh, and then they're interconnected by line effects. Okay, but that, so the oil price depends on oil demand and oil supply, and it affects GDP and affects the motorist group. Okay, that I can live with that. Old people, private pensions, so I'm losing money. My god. Wait, hovering your mouse over any of the icons will show how influence flows between them, with green being a positive effect and red being negative. The speed of flow also shows the strength of the effect. So border controls has a very strong negative effect on immigration, which is good. Unemployment has also a negative effect on immigration, which is why none of the people are coming here. But immigration is causing for a problem with, you can't see that because I'm pointing, this homelessness. So, okay. Then hit next. Okay. Let's take a look at a specific group of voters and find out more about them. Middle income. So, detailed information about a specific group of voters. So these guys are... Oh, this is their happiness. So, they're moderately happy. They're quite unhappy. Because they have to pay taxes. Yeah, nobody likes to pay taxes. I mean, okay. Which is, green effects are good and positive, but these guys are just... You can click an individual effect as a shortcut to seeing more information about that item. So income tax. And here we are to the detail screen for income tax. Is a policy, white icons. This shows the effect that policy is having. So, if I raise more taxes, then, oh, you can see the bar shifting here. Yeah, okay, next. Yeah, okay. Oh, you can't, damn it, you can't. See, I was too soon. So, if I raise the bar here, if I would get more taxes, then there would be more equality. Socialists would be... No, there would be more equality. Socialists would be happy, but capitalists would be less happy, and the middle incomes would be less happy, and the high earnings, and everyone. Oh my God. Okay, that makes sense. So let's revert the changes. Hit the close button. Okay, so is everyone still with us? Because I'm not sure I am. Click any of the situational icons. What's a big problem for us? Crime? No. Drinking? Shooting things? Settings? No. Let's go with crime. Crime. Organized crime. About information on the situation. As you can see, both situations have both inputs on the left and outputs. This is the input and that is the output. The input shows the causes of this. So, verdomme. Sorry, my English tends to get all scrambled and stuff when I whatever, it just does. It just does. My microphone's over there, so I have to shout at it for you people to hear me. Sorry, neighbors. Input. Output shows the effect. Anything here, all you can do is see the various effects. So, what's causing organized crime, or what's not preventing it, is I have a lack of intelligence service. No, intelligence services are... There's more organized crime because of this situation, and my intelligence services are not working enough to prevent this because of this. Okay, I can live with that. Information on the actual strength of the information. The higher trigger is the value that actually triggers this situation to take effect. Lower trigger deactivates. So it's easier to trigger a situation than to end it. Statistics. Anybody want to have a look at the cannabis statistic? Tourism, yes. national statistic. Like a situation, it has causes and effects. Statistical values are good things that we want high, like health, and other things are bad, like crime. Okay, so this is tourism, and it's being positively influenced by foreign relations, by the global economy, and by the current strength. It's negatively influenced by border controls, crime, sales tax, and environment. That sounds reasonable, that if there's a lot of crime, you don't want to go on vacation there. That's probably why people don't go to war zones. You see, this game is really smart, because if it was not smart, we could have a war and still have tourism. But we can't, so smart game. I'm not really looking too smart, am I? Yeah, okay. Next. So there's nothing we can change here. Let's hit the close button. Pay attention, this value up here in the upper left corner, the amount of support your government has to get things done. You have limited, so that's political caterpillar, political caterpillar, which is, it's political capital. When you run out, you need to end the turn to get more. Okay, next is used when you adjust policies. Okay. So it's time to create a new policy. The bulb. That's... Okay, so the bulb is how we make a policy. There are new policies put forward by your ministers. And they're divided into categories. So those in red cannot be implemented due to a lack of political capital. So, if I want to implement a citizens... My god. Tongue twister. Citizenship test... Then I can implement it, and it will cost me, it will cost me 25 to 26, which is all I have. Import tariffs. Okay, well, wait, welfare, there's childcare, winter fuel subsidy to the elderly. We're not giving anything to the elderly. Economy, maternity, space program is pretty cool. Ban Sunday shopping. My god. Women would go crazy. I'm sorry, women, that's really... No, I can't. I'm sorry. Women, I'm sorry. So, taxes. Nobody likes taxes. Graduate tax. Married tax. Oh, people don't mind that. Plastic bag tax. Nobody likes that. Junk food tax. Would be a good idea in, some countries. Public services, organ donation, public libraries. You should be seeing by now what I'm meaning with this game is very complete, it's very detailed, I really think that there is a lesson in this game that you can learn, just, understanding more about politics. I really think that there's something in it. Law and order. Police drones, wiretapping. Legalize prostitution! Damn. Only 50% men, 50% women. Women don't like it. Men do. And then there's about 13% of men who say, no, I don't like it. Because their wife's gonna slap him if they do. That's the way. Otherwise, everyone would like this. And transport. Okay, so, I want to implement a new policy which does relate to what Colin Crouch says. So it can't be something that positively influences rich people. It can't be something that has something to do with globalization, and it should be radically different than what we're seeing now. So, free eye tests, is that really crazy? Art subsidies, well then we'd all go bankrupt. Junk food tax, we've seen that before. Law and order. Prisoner tagging. Private prisons. That will cost me billions of money. Foreign, no, we're not gonna do foreign. No, wait. If we do citizen chip test. If we implement that, then we're kind of limiting our options to be part of the globalization. So if we do add this, then we would have less globalization. No? Is that not making sense? No, we'd have less immigration, but that really doesn't affect taxes. Maybe you should comment on this. You know, I would have picked the junk food tax because I know some guy, he's fat, and yeah, you should comment. What would you have chosen? You know, I'm just gonna go all out here, and I'm gonna legalize prostitution, because it's radical. My mom would never vote for a political party legalizing prostitution. It doesn't affect rich people. Well, the pimps, but they're not really in the system, so it doesn't affect rich people. And there's not really an entanglement between politics and business. So, implementing. Conservatives claim that the legalization of prostitution would mark a severe decline in family values. Maybe. Others claim that as prostitution is unlikely to disappear, touché, even if illegal, it's better for society and prostitutes that the practice is regulated and monitored rather than criminalized. So it takes time to implement, but what the oh, I can't. Oh, that's not really making a lot of people happy, is it? Parents don't like me, religious people don't like me, organized crime is going down, so that's good actually, and the conservatives don't like me either. So, hell, apply the changes. Apply. Oh, it's close. Come to that later to end the turn. Next turn. That was my first. Alright, that was my first turn playing Democracy 3. So I am learning. This is my first quarterly report. So I had a quarter of a year. So which is good, right? I just had my very first quarterly report. This is the first step I'm taking to leading my own nation to glory. So I should stop here, but I'm just for you guys, because you're all crying. I'm gonna read this. Urgent dilemmas may appear. So, unemployment's still a problem. These things are looking good. We have a budget, my god. A budget deficit of £1 billion. Yeah, that's a small deficit, £1 billion. Oh, only 34% of people are going to vote for me, which is not good. Ministers are trustworthy. Yeah, it's not looking that good, but what's this? Debt protection law? Okay. I'm sure the government isn't safe. Oh my god, there is no more tutorial. Good! Now that the tutorial's done, we can really start getting this game forward. So, next week, more Colin Crouch, more me, more Democracy 3. See you then. Bye.